So my daughter Kaylee was a student at Ford Middle School. So in 7th grade, we went in to meet the teacher night, and they had all the tables of all the clubs that were available to sign up for. So of course I had been praying for my daughter, a young girl going into middle school and all of the things you face, acne, boys. So I was scared to death. Well, there was this table that was like pink, fluorescent pink and green, but they had the big sign that said dolls. Well, I thought, what is that? So I walked up to the table. There were many other moms there, so I was handed a piece of paper that explained what dolls was. Well, it only took me like the first 2 lines to immediately know that this is something that I was praying for and that I wanted for my daughter. I wanted her to be lifted up by her peers, to be around like-minded Christians, and to be able to talk about things that she wouldn't tell her dad and I that were going on at school. And she could do this after school. You can imagine how excited I was. So I immediately signed her up. One of the things that I was invited to come to was called the Betrothal Banquet. Now, I knew that I had heard about it in God's Word, that it symbolizes God's love for us, His incredible love for us. And I got to attend this amazing banquet. So I probably was touched more so than my own daughter. And I thought to myself, as I'm in tears sitting there, how do I help others find this or see this or feel this, and how many of them can I help, and how do I do this? And so after that night, it was very emotional, lots of crying, lots of tears, lots of praying. I reached out and I said, how do I help other girls to experience this, and other moms to experience this as well? In a time in our world that there are people being persecuted, and here we have middle school and high school girls that are bravely proclaiming the sound gospel, the true gospel. They're not watering it down. At a middle school age, I can't even believe that that's happening. It is something that I try to explain to others when they ask me what dolls is. And I can't even get the words out without crying, because it's so amazing that a young group of girls are doing this. I mean, we should take note as adults. Just asking the girls questions and hearing their answers, and going and hearing them give a devotional at the high school, watching them disciple their peers, talk about what they've learned in dolls. They encourage me as an adult to grow more in my own faith. It reminds me of how we're going to be in heaven. We're all going to be one big gigantic family. And that's what we're doing here on a smaller scale, but that's what we're doing. So it's changed my life and my heart forever. In Mark, Jesus tells us to go out into the world and to tell everyone. Well, I can't go into middle schools and with the Bible and preach the gospel. I may want to, but I can't, because there are rules and laws that permit me from doing that. So God will give you all the resources to make this happen. You just have to be obedient and do it. I encourage you to take the step to commit to dolls, and God will provide all the rest. He always does. Don't let this event pass without letting God speak to your heart about how He wants you to be involved and what He wants you to do. Anything that you have to give can be used in such a glorious way to glorify God and help this ministry. There is never such a time as now. It is imperative that the gospel find its way to the girls in school.